Hey, MTS crew, what is going on, y'all? I hope it's all good in the neighborhood. I'm getting ready to fry some steelhead trout, y'all. This look a lot like salmon, but it's the red trout. This trout is good, y'all. It has the best flavor. So what I'm doing, I'm just getting the trout prepared to fry. All my fish, I always pat it dry because when fish hits the grease, the grease will hit you. So I try to just make sure that I have all the water out of it. And I'm not going to take that skin off. I always leave my skin on my trout on one side. So I'm just getting it, patting it dry and getting it ready. Okay, my seasoning of choice is lemon pepper. Now I bought this lemon pepper from Sam's. It's a strong lemon pepper and it's delicious on fish or chicken. So I'm using lemon pepper, Lawry's seasoning salt, and I'm also using Tony's Creole seasoning. I love Creole seasoning on fried fish. You have to try it, y'all. Good. It's delicious. So I'm just getting my fish seasoned up, and I go ahead and I season my fish while it's whole instead of cutting it up in pieces. And I cut it after I get it all good and seasoned up. So I'm just gonna cut it in about 5 to 6 slices, and I'm gonna fry it up just like that because this is gonna be a trout sandwich. So I'm making a sandwich out of this fish, y'all, and this fish has a good, really, really good flavor. So, whenever you in Sam's, where I got this from Sam's, so whenever you in Sam, look for this steelhead trout, and this was about $14. Here's my fish fry. I always use the Louisiana fish fry. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to, the same seasoning that I put on my trout to fry, I'm putting the same seasoning in this mixture here. But I'm going to add a little paprika in there. So I'm not going too heavy on the seasoning because that Louisiana fish fry, it has its own seasoning, but sometimes it's just not enough for me. So I want to add a little bit more seasoning in there because I want this fish to be delicious, y'all. Okay, let's get this all mixed up so we can go ahead and start breading our fish. Now, if you want a thicker crust on your fish, you can go ahead and make you some sort of egg wash or whatever. But this is how I like it. So I'm frying it and getting it all fried up. But some people like a thicker crust, but this is just fine. And sometimes I bake this fish. It's a good baking fish also. Okay, y'all, I'm making a dipping sauce or a spread to go on my bread because I'm gonna use some French bread, but not the heavy the heavy bread. I'm gonna use like the thinner sliced French bread. So I'm using Dijon mustard, mayo, pickles, lemon juice, and we're going to get this all mixed up, and I'm going to use a little salt, little pepper in this. And this is real good for to put on your bread, or even if you're making a sandwich, any kind of sandwich. It could be a chicken sandwich. You can go ahead and use this. I love this on my fish sandwiches. So we're going to do purple onions and tomato. We're not going to do any lettuce. Okay, let's get this spread on our bread. So I'm going to put 2 pieces of fish on each sandwich, but I'm just going to make one sandwich and I'm going to split this sandwich in half. So there's our coleslaw, y'all. I'm using coleslaw. I love coleslaw on this sandwich. Pickles, tomatoes, purple onion, and then I'm gonna top it with a little bit more of that Tony's Cajun seasoning. Gonna top it with a little bit more of that. Okay, we're gonna close it up and get this ready to cut. So this is enough to feed two, maybe three people. It all depends on your appetite. So this is a fish hoagie, a trout fish hoagie. So we wanted something light, so we just decided to have some chips and grapes, and of course you see back there our Canada Dry ginger ale. Y'all, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe this video.